Hi, it's Susie with our second April Fool's quick exercise tip. Now, last week we spoke about doing around the world sliders as an exercise. Today we're going to talk about another exercise which is great for ankle stability and for balance, and it just happens to be my favorite exercise, the calf raise. But I'm going to share with you 3 balance specific variations of the calf raise and explain why. Now, the first variation is trying to work on single leg balance. And so to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go into a calf raise on 2 legs and then come down on the one, and we're going to really control it. Okay, so make sure, as I mentioned last time, you've got to have good balance support nearby. I've got the chair in front of me here. I've got the wall to the side. Now, the big difference with these calf raise variations, especially the first 2, is that we want to train our balance rather than our strength. So we do need to try and do as much as we can without holding on, as opposed to if we're training our strength, we can hold on like so. So I've got the chair in front, but I'm going to try not to use it. I'm going to go up onto the 2 legs, and then I'm going to transfer my load to 1 leg and slowly lower back down. So up onto, slowly transfer, and then lower back down. And as I said, this is building the stability to be able to stand on the 1 leg. It is quite challenging, so do make sure that you can stand on the 1 leg for a couple of seconds before you try this exercise. So that's number 1. Now, number 2 is simply walking in that calf raise position. Now, many women do this all the time in heels. It's quite interesting to do it without the support underneath the heel itself. So make sure you've got a wall nearby. We're going to go up onto the toes, and we're going to try and hold that position while walking. Turning around as well if you can manage from a balance perspective, and trying to stay as high as you comfortably can throughout the movement. So that's variation number 2. Now the final variation is a little bit unusual. And instead of training the ankles more specifically, it's looking to train our vestibular system, which is the inner ear balance system. Now this system responds to changes in head position, and it detects when we move up, down, forward or back. So we're going to focus on the up, down of that vestibular system with doing some bouncing calf raises, and we're going to do that for 30 seconds. So this is the one variation, if you want to, you can hold on to the chair for. Okay, but we're coming up and down quite quickly to try and really stimulate that vestibular system. And as I said, we're doing it for 30 seconds. And you'll notice as I'm doing it, I'm not going all the way up. I'm just going partly up, and I'm focusing more on the bouncing rather than the actual calf raise movement. So I hope you've enjoyed this week's quick tip, my 3 favorite calf exercises for balance. I'll see you next week for another exercise tip, but in the meantime, stay safe, stay active, and I'll see you soon for another quick exercise tip.